What's up, YouTube? We're back here again for another Meta Monday where we take a look at the top ranked decks in the weekend ranked. This week we're actually going to break down a completely free-to-play deck, though, that only encompasses commons and rare cards. No epics, no legendaries. Just from the core set and the welcome set, which everyone has. But let's look real quick. The top ranked people all played Board Wipe Death, which is very Genesis heavy. Which made me want to do a free-to-play, completely free-to-play, no epics, no legendary deck this week. These Death Board Wipe decks, they all have things like Apocalypse Now is one of the key cards. That's from Genesis. They got the Demogorgons from Genesis. You got Jason, Pyramid Warden, Fanatic, Amazon Heart Eater, Half-Life, Reap. These are all Genesis cards. So we're not going to look at that. But what I played this week, and I got 22 out of 25, was the Soulburn Death deck that I showed a couple weeks ago. That included a couple Genesis cards, some Trial of the Gods cards. So we're actually going to break down a completely free-to-play version of this deck here. And this deck, I'm going to put a link in the description below to this exact deck. You can see we got Strider Sailweavers, Bomb Flies, Shield Bearers, Card Sharks, some Brimstones, Blight Bombs, Athenian Archers, Wild Hogs. So this is very zooey. We're going to get as many creatures out as possible. And we've got Skeleton Heavies, a single Drugar Priest to heal for 4, a Void Banshee, which will deal 4 damage to me, some Living Containers, which will be very nice for the Vanguard Axewomen or for the Possessed Acolytes. If we're under 15 health, the Possessed Acolytes are going to give us a 6/6. So if you use a Living Container to destroy the 2/2, you get a 6/6, and the 2/2 comes back again as a 4/4, which then also summons a 6/6. And if you can use the Living Container on the Vanguard Axewomen, after you get a free hit, maybe you take out a 2/2, now you're 2/1, you kill it with a Living Container. The Living Container, when it dies, then sparks a Vanguard Axewoman that's a 4/5 with Blitz. So that's a very nice combo there. In the 3 drops, we've just got Hunt Wardens, and in the 4 drops, in order to draw some cards, we have the Famished Ghoul, which is whenever a creature dies, its owner draws a card. So that's going to help us replenish our hand, which is going to be necessary here. Let's take it for a spin during weekend ranked here. So we're going to be playing against some tough competition. Everybody's trying to get their wins in, but let's see how it goes. All right, we're playing against Magic. So Soulburn is going to deal a lot of damage to our own face, so a lot of new players are kind of hesitant to play it. They don't like to do damage to themselves. But we're going to play it and just be super aggressive with it. We're playing against Magic. Ward is nice against Magic. Let's get rid of the 4-drop. We don't need this until we have 15 or less health, so we're going to get rid of that. Love the Vanguard Axewoman. Love the Ward. Card Shark. Still debating. Yeah, let's keep it.
Don't disappoint me.
Best of luck.
So there's a Revivification in the Sanctum, which is obnoxious. If he beats us to getting this, he gets to just heal for 7, which means we have to deal 37 damage to him. And since we're going to be dealing damage to both of ourselves at the same time, things like Revivification in the Sanctum are kind of obnoxious. This should be going away this week, though.
Where to begin?
And the old Sanctum should come back. I'm just going to burn this. Do some damage to each of our faces. And next turn we can Vanguard and kill this, because it will have 2 health. And we can bag and play a Card Shark, perhaps, or the Sailweaver. So it seems like he's playing Ramp Magic, which is obnoxious. He's going to get extra mana unlocked here. Gonna get a frontliner out here. Just in case he is a Vanguard Axewoman. Tries to come back and kill mine. Would love to get this Famished Ghoul out now. With all these little creatures out. That's 3 cards I would get to draw. Love it.
Let's make them suffer.
Let's do it. We could make trades here. I don't want to kill the Manitoad. It unlocks a mana lock for him. So we'll make him do that on his turn. If we force him to make this trade by trading here, he's going to have to trade a 3-1 into a 1-1. So we just go face. And if we can get really wide here with things like the Card Shark and then get the Strider out to get some ward, I think we can beat him in favor to the Revivification. Although he's ramping so hard right now. Oh my god. He's at 5.5, I'm at 3. And he's about to ramp again. Oof. You don't like to see that. He could be dropping a Demogorgon in like 2 turns. And then the game would just be over. Okay. So you still get favor when you hit face, even if they have protect on. Let's just keep trying to do damage to his face. I do want to burn this. But let's see how wide we can get first. Tempted to play the Void Banshee instead of burning. He's going to have an Astraca Implosion next turn. Let's just burn.
The cosmic scales must be kept in balance.
Now you've got my
No
attention.
Astrac Implosion. Okay.
The hour is mine.
Not what I was anticipating here. I could play a second Famished Ghoul, and then every time I kill one of my own creatures, I would draw 2 cards, which would be insanity. Slightly tempted. I am going to have to sack this 4/4. So, let's do it. So first I'm going to kill a 1/1, so I draw 2. That actually gives me other options. I could poke it with the Athenian Archer, sack both of these. There goes my ward, though. But I could deal 4 damage to his face. Oh, my mouse is frozen. There we go. I'm going to draw a lot of cards. I'm going to overdraw, in fact, but I think that's okay. Uh-oh. Come on.
Oh,
Rest in pieces.
Alright. This does 1 health extra to each card in hand. Not that we really have time to play it. We have plenty of stuff to play here. But could get that. Almost to that revivification that we don't want him to get. Question is, what does he have as a 7-drop? If he has things like Demogorgons, we're in big trouble. If he doesn't have Demogorgons, he could have some big walls. A Cyclopean Defender, which is a 6/10 with frontline. That would be obnoxious. He could have the Ironclad Minotaur. Ironclad Minotaur? No. Minotaur Phalanx, which is a 4/8 with frontline. He's got more of these big frontline guys. Wouldn't be shocked to see some other big frontline drops later.
Let's make them suffer.
Unfortunately, we'll have to sack a 4/4 here. Can't Blight Bomb it for cheaper. Just seeing if we should soul burn it before we kill it. That shield bearer would have been nice. Gonna blight bomb it. Then we're just gonna go really hard at his face here. I have to assume he doesn't have a board wipe, or he would have played it last turn. We're gonna find out this turn if he's got it. If he does have it, he's gonna get a lot of favor and he'd be able to buy a revivification. So I'm gonna take that off the table for him.
This ought to be entertaining.
So we've also made him overdraw by having all these famished ghouls out. And so he does have the Astric Implosion, which is interesting. Didn't really think he had it. It's still going to do 3 damage to his face. He's going to be down to 8. We can easily do 2 more. Plus 2 more here, so we have 4 damage in hand. So he's effectively at 4 health here. And we can get out some pretty big creatures this turn.
My turn.
We can do... We got options. We got a lot of options. I want to soul burn a living container. So let's do skeleton heavy. Living container it. And then burn it. And we'll see what he's got here. This is out of range of Worm Breath, as it has 6 health. Worm Breath does 5. I assume he's going to clear mind here. If he doesn't clear mind, he's in big trouble. If he puts up protect, we can pop his protect with one of these 2 and then hit him in the face, and then use the other, so we'd have lethal. If he puts up a front line, it's going to be a problem. But we do have shield bearer. This can become a 5/7. That doesn't help him. That doesn't help, and that's just gonna do it if he's got nothing else. He's got 1 mana left. There we go. GG's. So we just gotta make sure we do this in the right order. We need to break his protect, hit him in the face, and brimstone, and that's GG's. So this deck is extremely fast, extremely furious. It's a bit of a learning curve to learn how to play Soul Burn Death, but it's worth it. You learn a lot of things about tactics and not worrying about your own health. Basically treating your own health as a resource. It's one of your resources that you can spend in order to gain advantage. The only health that matters is the very last one. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, check out my Twitch here. If you're interested in free community events that I run every single week, the link in the description below to my Discord will show you the Badger vs. Eagle registration. It is a completely free to play community event. Absolutely everybody of all skill levels are welcome. It's free to play, hang out, have fun, earn some stars, get to know people in the community. It's a good time. I hope to see you guys there.
With